Hello and welcome to this video. As usual, my name is Mary and today we are discussing about effective or essential skills that every customer service manager needs to have. I am glad to be joined by one of our lead facilitators for the customer experience training who will be shedding more light on this subject. Thank you, Godfrey, for joining.
Always a pleasure being here, Mary.
Yes.
Yes.
The last video we were discussing about customer service and why every organization is supposed to have that customer-centric experience. And today we want to dive deeper into the specific skills that every customer service manager is required to have.
Yes.
Maybe before we discuss the skills, what makes a good customer service manager?
Thank you, Mary. Indeed, this is an interesting discussion to have because every organization that has products or services out there, they are looking at having a client base or a customer base that appreciates the products and the services. And how to satisfy these needs begins with how are you managing the relationship between you and your clients. And therefore, what defines a good customer service manager would be, top of mind here is someone who is able to see things in the client's perspective. Being able to put yourself in the shoe of the client and see things the way a client would see them. Number two is someone who is able to switch between being very direct towards customer needs and being indirect about the company commercial objectives, such that you're not clearly out there announcing how you need money and how you want to make money from your clients. Thirdly would be someone who is skilled, and the skills there are quite varied.
Now that you've mentioned the skills and just being able to see things from the client's perspective, I know it requires specific skills that are very essential.
Exactly.
Would you kindly highlight at least 4 or 5 skills that are very key for every customer service manager, especially in this competitive job market?
Exactly. Thanks, Mary. If you look at how customers have been evolving, the kind of clients that organizations or companies had maybe a decade ago or something of the sort, you would see a complete departure. People have evolved, now more aware of the different options they have. And this has also driven companies to keep up with the needs of these clients. And key skills to have, one is emotional intelligence. Being able to see things from your client's perspective, it means you can feel them. You can feel where they are in terms of what they want, how they want to be served, and the manner in which they want that service to be delivered. Remember, people make decisions largely, especially purchase decisions, based on emotional drivers. So skill number one is emotional intelligence. Number two is your ability to be empathetic. And how do you bring about this element of empathy? It touches on now your communication skills. That is now the third. Number four is as a customer service manager. Remember here, you are number one, driving the business needs. You also have a team that is reporting to you. So your ability to offer leadership. And this extends not only to those that are reporting to you, to including even the clients themselves. You are to manage the relationship. You are to manage the service. Therefore, even the expectations of the customers must be managed. And at that point, you need to be good at how do you appreciate other people's needs, how to appreciate your operational side of things that touches on, let's say, like your internal policies, controls, pricing, and now how do you marry these with the clients who are always looking for either to get the best value for their money or higher quantity for less. All right, the fifth, and I think which is the most important, is the ability to deliver on strategic commercial objectives of either the brand or the product. And this is all it takes. As a customer service manager, beyond the team, beyond the product, the company has objectives to achieve as far as customer service management is concerned. So as a manager, being able to translate this to the team, to translate this to the customers, and at the end of the day, to have an impact on the bottom line. Yes, that's what is important.
Great.
Yes.
Now, you've mentioned quite very important skills that I believe are very essential.
Yes.
What can customer service managers who are in this space do to build their capacity on the skills that you've mentioned?
All right. Several things for any customer service manager out there watching this video. Number one is continuously learn. How we used to serve customers decade ago or so, it cannot be the same way. So therefore there is need for us to unlearn, relearn, and even just learn again. So things I can advise, number one is constantly reevaluate. Map out your customer journey and see where are the gaps. So constantly get feedback. Customers are now, in fact, as I was mentioning about evolution of customer needs, we've moved from customer service to customer experience. As we speak today now, organizations who are keen on their clients, they are now talking about customer obsession. So if you look at that, and then reevaluate your processes, reevaluate the value proposition to your clients. How best can you keep up with your clients' demands? This calls for training, calls for capacity building. Corporate staffing, that is where we come in now to support. Yes.
Great. I believe someone watching this video has really gotten the skills and why it is important for them to also build their capacity in that area. Thank you so much for sharing with us.
Asante.
Great. Indeed, customer service or rather customer experience is a journey, and as Godfrey has rightfully mentioned, there is a need to build your capacity to just learn, relearn, and unlearn whatever it is so that you're able to cope up with what is currently happening as far as offering excellent customer experience is concerned. You could be having your customer service managers, team leaders that perhaps need to build their capacity in these areas that we've discussed. We encourage you to reach out to us through the link provided below, and we will be glad to work with you this journey even as we build the capacity of your team. Thank you so much for watching this video. See you in the next one.